Hello and welcome into Studio 122. I'm your host, Ricky Moser. On this first segment, we're sitting down with Scott Davis. Scott is a member of the Kappa Sigma fraternity, and today we're going to be talking to him a little bit about his role in the organization and what Kappa Sigma has coming up later on this semester. So Scott, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
When did you first join Kappa Sigma, and what is your classification?
I rushed in the fall of 2015, and I am currently a senior here at Texas A&M Commerce.
So you've been in for maybe just over a year?
Yeah, I'm actually going into my fourth semester now, so it's been quite the journey. Never really thought about Greek life before I actually came here, so it's been a big change, but it's been awesome. It's been a good time, so I've really enjoyed it.
And we'll get back to that a little bit later.
Okay.
Of all the fraternities that you could have rushed, what was it about Kappa Sigma, otherwise known as K-Sig, that really grabbed your interest?
Going through Rush, like I said, I wasn't, all that intrigued of Greek life. I had always believed in the stereotypes, and when I went through, it was so much more of seeing guys that, related to me a lot. More than anything, it seemed like Kappa Sigma was the ones that wanted me the most. They didn't just want me to be part of a change. They wanted me to be a leader, constructing the change that was taking place within the chapter here in Commerce. So it was just really just the atmosphere that they had ever since I first started getting around them, being around them, hanging out with them and whatnot. And it just definitely, caught my attention, and I think it was definitely the best choice for me.
And the semesters that have passed since you first joined to now, how has the fraternity changed, do you think?
It's, everybody goes through their changes. I think ours has been pretty great. This past fall, we had a great rush class. We had some great guys come in, guys that really want to excel whenever it comes to grades, whenever it comes to being involved on campus, being involved with not only just Greek life, but other organizations as well. And I think that they're really getting the chapter on the up and up as far as all aspects of Greek life. So it's been awesome.
You just mentioned the group of guys that came in and the grades and the academics they bring to the fraternity. How does Kappa Sigma view academics? Is that a big part of your foundation?
Oh, very important. We are actually leading through IFC men for the past 2 semesters for GPA. Okay. And after the last spring semester, I believe we were actually #1 out of all Greek life. So it's been pretty awesome. We all really work together. If you go to the library, you're going to see a lot of Kappa Sigma brothers up there studying together, even if they're not in the same classes or taking the same stuff. They're up there helping each other because they just want to push each other to be the best. And it starts with every brother. It's not just a few guys. It's everybody that's really pushing to be the best.
Well, that's great. Is there an official role or title you hold within the fraternity?
I'm currently the Intramural Chairman.
Okay.
So I'm in charge of the sports. I'm in charge of putting the teams together, assigning players to the teams, making sure the teams get signed up for the different sports and leagues and such like that. So it's been a fun job for sure.
Is that something you volunteer for, or is that something you say, I have some interest in that, and you're voted to that title?
Honestly, yeah, it was just kind of passed down. I usually play all the sports, and I think that once they seen that after I rushed, that they thought I was just best suited for it since I was involved in all of them. And like I said, I love it. I think it's awesome. I love being in charge of it. Very competitive, so when it comes to putting together the teams and going out there and competing, representing for the Kappa Sigma chapter, I really like being at the head of the pack, so it's a great thing, and I really enjoy it.
So what sports is the fraternity involved in right now?
Right now we're in basketball. We are actually starting playoffs this week. We have softball coming up, and there's single day events just about every week, whether it be badminton, pickleball, what have you. We always have guys show up to that. There was a one-day event not long ago that we actually had 8 guys sign up to do the event. So it's pretty awesome. We stay very involved and like to get out there and represent. So it's been good.
And how are the teams doing so far?
They're doing pretty well. Basketball has definitely took its toll. We've lost a few guys from last year, but overall we've had a lot of young guys that come in. They love sports. They love competing. More than anything, we were able to get 2 teams together. And that kind of gives everybody a chance to get out there and kind of, not only represent, but have a good time with each other as well. So,
are there certain sports that you feel like Kappa Sigma is just, is title or bust?
I don't know, man. It's tough. I think we did really well in football. We had a pretty good team. went out there. We had some struggles, but we stayed at it and had a great game with Pike before they went on to the championship game. So it was. I would say this past year, football's been our best. A little worried about softball, but I think we'll be okay overall. So,
if you're just joining us, we're sitting down with Scott Davis. Scott is the Intramural Chair for the Kappa Sigma fraternity. Scott, let's get right back into it. We talked about sports. I want to switch gears now to philanthropy and fundraising. What does Kappa Sigma do throughout the year to help raise money and bring awareness?
The most significant events that I could think of is what we call TMS, the Texas Motor Speedway. We actually go down there and we work the event. We go in, whether we be bartenders or host, we go in and just help out wherever they need us to be at. It's a great opportunity not only for us, but to go out there and represent the chapter and raise money. So it's definitely a huge thing for us. We also have what we call Kappa Sigma Beach Week, which is when we get all of
Beach Week.
Yes, sir. Beach Week, which we get all of the sororities out, and they come out and have a great time throughout the week. We have a bunch of different events, and it's a great time. Raise money and help out the fraternity as a whole. So
awesome. And what does that money? Does that help Kappa Sigma fraternity? Does that go to maybe a philanthropy event or fundraising organization that you guys support?
Yes, we like to deal a lot with veteran associations.
Okay.
We're very, very particular about what we like to donate to, and military has been very huge for us lately. We really like to give a helping hand and just do what we can to take a part and help. So it's been awesome.
I saw on here that later on this semester you guys have what's called your formal. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it's a great time. It's a chance for all the guys, to get their dates and go out and have a good time, dance, eat. It's real laid back, real casual, but more than anything, I think it bonds everyone on campus, because it's not only the brothers taking just certain girls. We really like to reach out and get girls from different sororities or even girls that aren't in sororities, and I think it's not just a bonding experience for the fraternity, but I think it's for the university as a whole.
Is this something that's on campus or off campus?
It is off campus. This year it will be at the winery in Greenville. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think it'll be a good time.
It does sound nice.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier at the beginning that kind of that Greek stigma that maybe you didn't know what maybe you were getting into necessarily.
Right.
For that guy who's only thinks that maybe Greeks are about partying and that stereotype that comes with that.
Right.
What would you say to them? That's not true?
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, I think we tell each other all the time, don't believe every movie you watch, I went in with the same mindset. I was worried. I was like, these guys just want to party. They're not really worried about, doing things that really matter, that are really going to be part of the change. And I've come in, and that's really all I've seen is that, these guys want to be part of the change. And I think we've took a great step towards that, and I'm happy to just be able to be a part of that and really be able to stay mixed in with that. So for anything, just dive in, just go in. It's gonna change your world, but for the best. So
what would you say is the single biggest takeaway that Kappa Sigma has given you in your time with them?
Not only knowledge, but I think brotherhood. Some of my very best friends have come from this fraternity, and guys that I will be close to for the rest of my life, and I really, couldn't thank God more for putting me there and giving me that experience. So Kappa Sigma has been great to me and really, really reached out and helped me out a lot. So,
well, Scott, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Seems like you guys have done great things, and of course, some great things to come in the future, and it's going to be very busy, it sounds like.
Yes,
so thank you for your time.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
On behalf of Scott Davis, I'm Ricky Moser. Today we talked about Kappa Sigma and all it has to offer. For Studio 122, we'll see you next time.